Here we are. We're going to play some Trick Trap. This is an arcade game by Konami. Early days. It is a very fast game. Don't blink or you'll miss it. The world record time is 4 minutes and 29 seconds. All right, so without any further ado, let's pop in a credit. And we're going to explain the very complicated plot of the game. The plot is, we're this dude at the bottom saying, "Ah, papaya!" There's Princess Papaya, there's the castle, there's the devil, he's bad. Any questions? Alright, so this is a run and gun type of game with a bunch of pickups. Our first weapon is shoot, which is perfectly reasonable. Those S's are power-ups for that. We can also get a laser, and we can also get a bomb, which is kind of a grenade that arcs gracefully and then does good damage. These gopher guys are the ones that can drop extra power-ups for us. We're going to try and get a couple along the way. We don't really need anything, but getting a couple more bombs is always good. So we're going to blow up these twin eyeball thingies, and that's the first stage. Yeah, like I said, it's a short game. A nice shadow of the castle there. We're in the kingdom of Vegetaria. I think it's high in fiber and beta-carotene, given that it's called Vegetaria. So we're gonna climb these stairs to get to the castle entrance. And watch out for these guys who come from behind. They are arguably the biggest threat here. There we go. Now we've got some serious bomb power. SP's for speed. We really do want to speed up, especially for one trick right at the end of the game. That spider's going to shoot 3 times at once, but he still falls pretty quickly to bombs. Now after getting some power-ups, we can shoot multiple shots at once. Alright, so we need to toss these explosives up here. There we go. Oh yeah, timer. Oh well, can't win them all. Alright, the next stages are a couple of mazes. They're not super complicated mazes, you just have to worry about all the guys who jump out and try to murder you. Our quest in this maze is to find the exit, but our side quest is to get 2 super bombs. They look like lightning bolts in a circle. And they're going to be the key to the mid-boss after the maze. There's 1, there's 2. We also got an ice cream cone. Alright, go past this conga line and into the exit. That's maze number 1. I love the words of encouragement and taunting you get after some of these levels. Alright, so we've got another maze. You mostly just need to worry about things ambushing you as you go around corners. These little wibbly-wobbly things can teleport through walls, but they were the bane of my existence at first. But now I know what's what. Now we come to the scariest part of the game, this guy. He shoots out a lot of shots with an unpredictable pattern, and it's easy to get sniped. That's why we grabbed those 2 screen-clearing bombs. And now we have a good old-fashioned minecart stage. Just like we were Donkey Kong. The tricky part in the minecart stage, other than going into dead ends, is that you do need to blow up some boulders in front of you, and you need to make sure you don't get so concerned with the boulders that you don't blow up the other minecarts, and vice versa. There we go. Yeah, first one, we take some turns. The second one, we're just going to take the right path every time, because that's easy to remember. It's probably like 5 frames faster to take some other path, but we're not that hardcore. Not on a marathon. Ooh boy, that was getting close. Now let's have some fun, says the ominous voiceover narrator. Alright, that was the mid-boss. Literally all we have to do is spam bombs to the left guy and the right guy. Now we rush through during our invincibility frames so that we don't even have to fight those guys. Now we're going to fight some of these guys. We'll switch to our shot and kill these 2 guys. If I had a choice of going left or right from that first room, we definitely want to go left. Alright, I need to scroll the screen just a smidge more. There we go. Alright, now we're going to fight a centipede, or possibly a millipede. I didn't count. He's only vulnerable at his back end. So it's kind of a game of follow the leader. We also have a super bomb and nothing else to use it on, so we'll fire that off. He starts moving a little bit faster as time goes by, so he can be a scary battle. Alright, now coming up we have End Boss Skip. We run up the right side of the screen. There are too many sprites spawned, so the boss can't spawn, and neither can the princess. We just run up to that square of ground and hearts fall out, and we win the game. I love that skip because it's stupid. It's like the end boss slept through his alarm and just didn't show up. So that's one of the game's reasons this game is so fast. You can skip the final boss battle. If you don't skip it, it's kind of hard. It's still very doable. And now we have this very comfy, sepia-toned end credits. I really like the soundtrack in this game. It's not the most memorable game in the world, there's not that much to it, but for how short it is, there's a lot of variety, and the soundtrack really is very solid. It has a comfy, PC Engine kind of sound to me. Yeah, so this is Trick Trap. It's also known as Labyrinth Runner. I think it's Labyrinth Runner in Japan and Trick Trap in the US, or else the other way around. And yeah, it's reminds me a little bit of Contra Arcade in that it's by Konami, it has a banger of a soundtrack, and it's pretty short. Yeah, and fairly doable to learn. There's places where it's easy to lose a life or two, but yeah, not that hard of a game to learn. Yeah, I have made it a hobby to get 1 credit clears in a lot of arcade games, and one of the donation incentives coming up later will be one where I will attempt to get my 800th arcade game 1 credit clear live on stream as part of the marathon. So keep your eyes peeled for that. I think this could be pretty cool. The game is a mystery that is not that well known, but it's a solid one. So shout outs to old school Konami. They gave us some good memories. And now all that's left is to enter our initials, and then we'll be wrapping it up. And done. All right. With that, I really will be switching off and heading it over to 3-2. We'll be playing Sol Cresta. Thanks very much. I'll see you later in the marathon.